Psalms, Psalms chapter 12, verse 6. The word, the words of the Lord Yahawah are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yosha, Ba'ashem Hakodash, the Wadi Ba'ashem Yosha, forgiving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, deserved up honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and the truth, and being faith-based, and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, dogfight, Egypt was the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the church of the Lord, the hopeful that it's the chambers. Simultaneously, the church of the Lord, shoot laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. I'll brought the desire of the Lord take the course of this video, just a vessel seeking salvation. Out of the spiritual place, spiritual known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the filthy customs that are taken upon. Right now the time is 11:29 p.m. No, 11:29 a.m. Salakia. Sunday, July 12, 2026, the year of apostasy, agent sellouts, and Jacob's trouble. Yeah, we home now. Camp was wonderful, and the gathering was wonderful, and it was very spiritual. I don't know how this come about. This a few other things happening between me clicking the video on until now. From the time I had an amazing dream, just like I just dozed off. Yeah, I think it was a vision. I never go into too much details of it, but it was real spiritual. And at the end of the dream, I fell to the floor and started crying. Yahweh Yahawashi listens. Yahawashi Yahawashi listens. He listens. And I rolled over, laid on my face in front of everybody. Yahawashi Yahawashi listens. Yahawashi Yahawashi listens. I'm crying, and I wake up. I ain't going into details what the dream was about, but it was phenomenal. I remember every detail of the vision, but just that part was really the part that mattered, because I gave all the praise to Yahawashi Yahawashi, and I truly believe he was hearing me, because I usually utilize his name. Okay, I just got this chapter just popped, because at the same time, so I didn't know this was this chapter. I didn't know. I just went to the first verse. I do what Apostle Tahar says, and he said start from the top of the chapter. So I was reading it. So let's read a little bit. This you know what? Let's read this in the NLT translation, just to see what it says. I don't know. I just want to see what it says. It says, the headline reads of Psalms 30. The saying of, I just learned how to pronounce this right now. It's a Hebrew name, Agar, Agawar, which means gathering, gather. Agawar. Ra. So I got war. So the saying of, this is the NLT translation. The saying of Agar, son of Jachem, the give me a minute. Just word go crazy. It's not even crazy. Salakia. Contain. I thought it said something else. It says, the saying of Agar, the son of Jakan, contained this message: I am weary, O Yahawah. I am weary and worn out. Wow, I didn't know this was the spirit. Let's read it from the top again. Jeez. The saying of Agar, the son of Jakan, is certain. Jeez, man, the freaking word is flying my head again, and it's right there. Certain. Contain. I'm saying certain. Contain this message. Contain this message. I am weary, O Yahawah. Why Yahawashi? I am weary and worn out, O Yahawashi. I am too stupid to be a human and lack common sense. I know I was going to say this. I have not mastered human wisdom, nor do I know the Holy One. Who but Yahawah goes up to heaven and come back down? Who holds the wind in his fist? This was very spiritual, because this verse was quoted by Gabar yesterday, but this is one of our powerful verses. Who wiped up the ocean in his cloak? Who has created the whole wide world? What is his name, and what is his son's name? Tell me if you know. We know the name. And this verse is spiritual, because I was going through something like the dream. In the dream, I'm going to certain parts of details. All right, so the dream was like I needed something, and I had asked someone to do it for me, and they did it, and it came out on. I came out on top on the situation, and I really needed it. It was all well. It was whoever was there. It was people there, but I didn't know them. But I knew him from somewhere. I don't know. And we came to a conclusion. We're just gonna do it like this and work on it. And it turned out pretty good. And I just gave all the praise to Yahawashi. And who, what is his name? His name is Yahawashi. The faithful words of Yahawashi. He truly helps, man. Get you out of all your situations. And the reason why I went to this chapter for, let's go back to the let's go back to the KJV. I went to this chapter for this verse here. That was just very powerful, because that's how I feel sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel worthy of the things I'm accomplishing. Because I would say, the bet is still on between Satan, Yahawah, and Satan. And to be a faithful servant, we gotta go through this fire. We gotta be purified 10 times. We gotta go through this fire. And someone said that to Kent yesterday too about that, because we are now in this furnace of affliction. There was a verse I wanted at the camp that goes into that. Yahawashi said it. No, John said it. It was John that said. No, somebody said, I can't remember how it went. That I'm gonna say the name of church. That something about Jesus bringing you through the fire. Let's say this. Jesus bringing you through the fire. Bible verse, King James version. What's a verse? I don't know how it goes. I can't remember. Salaki. So this might be it though. Let me bring this to the NLT. It was a verse. And I'm losing my mind, yo. I think I got Alzheimer's. Salaki. Because I can't remember too much, man. It just my brain is like, and I know it's there, but just can't remember. 22. Let's see what this says. What's 22? Not 22. Okay. I can't remember how the verse go. I know there's another verse that you can deal with that fire. Adversity. I know adversity is in the verse. Adversity, affliction, Bible verse, King James version. Let's see if I can get one of those. Adversity. Because we are trouble. We're in trouble right now. We need Yahawashi shot. And that's the only thing. These faithful words are standing firm, yo. They pure, bro. You know? And I should have added the word fire with it. Let's go back. Let's put fire in the first. Fire. Let's put that in there. Let's see what this leads us to. Yeah, let's use this one. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Adversity. That's the fire. This adversity we're going through is a fire. We're being purified, bro. Through his words, man. When we utilize these words, it's purifying us, bro. And Yahawashi said, you'll be fed by every word. I wanted to bring that out yesterday too. What? How did that go? You'll be fed by every word, Jesus said, King James Version. Matthews. Alright, Matthews is 4. Alright, it says Matthews. It says Matthew, because this words is food, man. You know? Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. And he answered and said, it is written, man should not live by bread alone, but by every word proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahawashi. So we got it. And this what was happening to Yahawashi at this time. He was being tempted by the tempter. The great words of Barak Abba, the tempter. Tempted by the tempter. Shalom, Malak. And yeah. So yeah, so we're going through the fire right now. There's another verse I wanted to bring. I can't remember. I know when John. I don't know if John said it about Yahawashi. I do believe it was John. I just can't remember what that verse was at. Hold on, let me see something. I really wanted to see that verse. Here's a verse. So yeah, let me see something. I know if I go to this way, I could probably find a verse. Maybe not. But it might take longer than usual. But yeah, so we're the adversity of man that's going through. We're going through the fire right now, and the only way we're gonna make it out is by being saved by Yahawashi. So we be out there. Our heads be harder than flint. We be pushing these words out, and you know we got individuals that come up always talking mess to us. We got individuals that come up and they take heed to it, and some people pull them like their family members, pull them away from it, or those that stand for the test of time and they still doing this because they heard you speak it. That's a miracle. That's spiritual powers from these faithful words. You know, I was gonna look for something, but it's gonna take longer than I think. All right, so yeah, so who has ascended up into heaven or descended? Who has galloped the winds in his fist? Yahawashi. This is their show. Who has bound up the waters in a garment? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name? God himself. Yahawashi. You know? And like I said, this I don't when I decided to do this, it was in the spirit to utilize these verses. And it was powerful. A lot of things happening. This happening. I'm home, right? I got home around like from um from Philly because I had to go to sleep. I pulled over to one of my rest stops. I can't. Last time I had to yesterday I had to drive like I got there like late for camp, knowing that I want to be there early. Right when it opened because it's 12 o'clock, but I got there late because I got up late and I had to travel there. And I like to leave at least 5 6 hours before I go to camp. Even when I go to New York camp, I leave like 5 hours early because I don't want to rush. I may want to go to take a nap. Now I'm getting old, man. Fuck it, I gotta take a nap here and there. You know? And then they wearing us out, bro. The scriptures is accurate. The faithful words of Yahawashi is accurate. He said they will wear out the saints. They're gonna a flood gonna come. Um, the enemy is gonna come down as a flood. All these things is accurate, bro. And they doing it. I'm always dreaming about the military, bro, coming for me. I don't see nothing. I don't see no regular goons because I ain't into goony shit. That's how you know what we doing is this is beyond measure of this world. That's out of this world. And they're gonna realize that the electos is out of this royal. You're gonna realize that, and then you're gonna be like an amazing people. Why we can't have life? In the kingdom told we ain't gonna have no sex. We have lots of sex, man. Look at these women now. If you see some fine ass woman out there, right? Some Elamite woman, or Moab woman. I seen some fine. I was in Philly, man. Oh man, the further you go away from New York, man, the prettier the women get, bro. The more feminine they are.